Another night alone, far away from home, living from a suitcase every night. Don't sleep much and hardly eat a bite. Days are bad and the evening's sad and the times between are two. Got those Stanton City blues, leaving on the road, working my caseload. Ain't no way I'll ever get it done. Ran through radar out on 81. I lost my way 6 times today, but man, that's nothing new. Got those Stanton City blues. City blues, raining all day long. Wind is blowing strong. Haven't seen the sun in about a week. My clothes are soaked and the windshield sprung a leak. I try to smile with every mile, but it's really hard to do. Got those Stanton City blues. When I've worked my time, go and cross the line, over Appleton and down to Seville town, I'll lose these blues and dig in messing around. I'll find a friend and mend again and enjoy those days so few. Between those Stanton City blues. Hello there, pretty girl, how are you today? I'd like to spend some time with you, there's so much to say. The sky's so bright and so are you, come and take my hand. We'll walk beside the river shore, try to understand. Pretty girl, you make me feel so happy and so warm. Your heart has touched mine with its joy, and filled me with its charm. Your eyes are deep and shining stars, they speak with silent songs. To light my way, clearly say, your life with mine belongs. Just to say I love you, just to say you care. just to say I love you, just to say you care. The steps we make, the day we pass beneath the winter snow, but you will stay within my mind, a soft and peaceful glow. Goodbye is not an easy word when we really want to stay. Pretty girl, I'll be with you every hour and every day, just to say I love you, just to say you care. Franklin waltzed with his broom and his can to the tune of the trucks and the cars, with his eyes in the gutter and his mind in the past, where his dreams had been shattered and scarred. From the hush of the morning to the late afternoon, he wheeled and swept up the streets, an old cap on his head and his eyes squenched in red, seasoned with bitter defeats. He'd had some old friends he'd known at the plant, buddies who'd shared the swing shift, put some bottles of wine and a few hands of cards that ended it all in a rift. Evenings he'd store all his gear in a room in the basement of the old city hall, drive his old Chevrolet to the Corners Cafe, where he'd drink and stare at the wall. During the hot days of summer, he'd stand in the alley by the 5 and dime store, mopping his brow and taking a smoke and wishing he died in the war. His heroic charades of the old army days had been laughed down by his wife many times, till she finally left town with the man she had found and led him through riddles and rhymes. Frank's only boy who'd carried his name died in a car wreck last spring, and his daughter's gone out to Nevada, they say, and wears furs and big diamond rings. The people in town pass by him each day, never seeing the pain in his soul. Just a slow, grizzled man pushing a can, alone, prematurely too old. There's no use to cry for the things that have passed. Keep on plugging away, say the wise, but the stomachs are full of a whole lot of bull. never can look in your eyes. Somewhere in the dull faded weight of my mind, a vision too distant appears, and if only in passing new strength I could find, it might fly to me and be clear. And never again will I rest in her arms, never again will we be soft, gentle lovers who roam in the charms of the spirit, both restless and free. To others her hands were entwined like the vines, but her heart it beat only for me. As she stood all alone in the cool of the pines, herself and the world could not see. No one knew her better than the lad she refused, and he never quite knew what to do. His eyes were encircled with shadows diffused of the burden he found to be true. And never again will I rest in her arms, never again will we be the soft, gentle lovers who roamed in the charms of a spirit both restless and free. I knew her and loved her when I was a man, and clouds rolled across the blue sea. But the call of the Northwood was strong in her clan, she bid a fond farewell to me. 1,000 dark oceans and flaming red skies will wash the moot breath of my soul, until in the distance eternity flies, and her wistful face I behold. And never again will I rest in her arms, never again will we be the soft, gentle lovers who roam in the charms of the spirit, both restless and free. Will remember what memory will lose, the smells and the sounds of the time when we gathered around all the sunshine to muse and fell into riddles of rhyme. If we could live over a new world again, correct what we know to be wrong, perhaps we could conquer the cut of our sin, rest in the peace of the song. And never again will I rest in her arms, never again will we be the soft, gentle lovers who roam in the charms of the spirit, both restless and free. Reclining on the sofa, just reading up in Newsweek, minding my own business, so tranquil and so meek. When over in the corner, a bosom nutted head, knew it was a signal to get myself in gear. A black spot was a-swarming around the ceiling slow, vibrating to the tune that blared upon the stereo. My peace had been invaded, my mind had been undone, challenge had been given and the battle had begun. Now there ain't no files in our house, I've smashed them all to heck. There ain't no more vibrating round my head and round my neck. You can relax in comfort from the kitchen to the hall. There ain't flies in our house, just black spots on the wall. Reaching for the paper to roll up for a swat, moving slow and steady and crouching in a squat. I sneaked across the floor with murder on the brain, would not rest again until the housefly had been slain. I swung the news with hatred and smashed a window out. Fly kept on buzzing and landed on my snout. I hit myself with fervor and almost cracked my head. When I regained my conscience, that dirty fly had fled. Now there ain't no flies in our house, I've smashed them all to heck. There ain't no more vibrating round my head and round my neck. You can relax in comfort from the kitchen to the hall. There ain't no flies in our house, just black spots on the wall. He headed for the bathroom, I took off with a grin and fell into the bathtub while swinging once again. That fly took one quick turn around the faucets, then departed. Lay on white enamel, again I'd been outsmarted. Arising to my duty, I pursued him down the hall, shouting out my threats and bouncing off the wall. He reached his destination, I swung with wild disgust. He was caught by page 11 and finally bit the dust. Now there ain't no flies in our house, I've smashed them all to hell. There ain't no more vibrating, I feel compelled to quell. You can relax in comfort from the kitchen to the hall. There ain't no flies in our house, just black spots on the wall. It's lovely in the valley in the winter, when the snow floats down and veils the countryside, and the wind sweeps through the treetops, standing tall against the gray, with their icy fingers reaching out in pride. It's lovely in the valley in the springtime, when the sleeping life around us lifts its head, and the warming breeze and sunshine renew our spirits well, as the yellows, pinks and blues begin to spread. Glory has so blessed us, the wonder of his hand is everywhere, and I thank him for my living and the peacefulness of home, and the friends and all the love that we can share. It's lovely in the valley in the summer, when the forest turns to paths of darkest green, and the clouds lie on the shoulders of the mountains like a shawl, and the birds sing songs that echo back serene. It's lovely in the valley in the autumn, when the leaves begin to rattle in the wind, and the blazing colors burn beneath the deepest, richest blue, till the closing rays of day their comfort lend. Lord, in all his glory has so blessed us, wonder of his hand is everywhere, and I thank him for my living and the peacefulness peacefulness of home and the friends that hold the love that we can share. And I thank him for my living and the peacefulness of home and the friends that hold the love that we can share. If I could fly, I'd soar across the mountain. I'd come to you and hold you in my arms. I'd be to you a love secure, unchanging. I'd hold you close and keep you from all harm. If I could sing, I'd troll the songs you gave me, the lilting joys that dance within your eyes, a symphony of angels in the heavens could never play your tender lullabies. If I could fly, if I could fly, if I could fly, if I could fly, if I could write, I'd soon compose a sonnet in winsome words to bring a precious smile for you to press against your breast in yearning when I am gone across the silent miles. If I could be with you a single essence to share the glory given from above, I'd be complete to know the whole creation and find its meaning hidden in your love. If I could fly, if I could fly, if I could fly, if I could fly. over on the other side of Afton's long green hill lies the lovely Shenandoah, a place I dream of still. But days have come and days have passed. Now I know that youth can't last. Even though we try, it's long gone. The lights from old Wayne City still sparkle in the night. Patchwork greens and golds are fed by summer's warm sunlight. There was a time when we were there. We walked the hills and breathed the air. But even though we dream, it's long gone. Of the south still flow down through the valley floor, untouched it seems by time and man, just like it was before. But we are not the same today. We said goodbye and went our way, always looking back, long gone. It's long gone, long gone. It's long gone, long gone. A brash young man walked in one day. He asked her name in a forward way. Though she smiled and acted gay, she didn't know just what to say. She had seen his kind before, walking in and out the door. Though young in years, she knew the score. At their best, they were a bore. Sat and talked and came on strong. Said 10 times he could not stay long. Wasn't quite the same old song. She began to think she might be wrong. After squirming for a while, he asked her out with a nervous smile. The idea didn't seem too wild. She didn't think he would beguile. For days and weeks they went around, they did their thing all over town. Good times and thoughts didn't much abound, the hearts around each other wound. This story could go on for life, she became his loving wife. They never knew a moment's strife, only love through